Emergency shelters and transitional housing programs have long been available for poor and homeless. They were never intended, Jackie, to provide long-term services, support, and financial assistance that are required to help working families lay down roots, stay together, stabilize, and succeed. And that's where these guys here come into play. It's Anawim Housing, and we have President in with us right now. Russ Fraser is here, and this is a most interesting organization, and the more you learn about it, the more fascinating it is.
Well, let's learn right now. Russ, thank you so much for joining us this morning. So first, Anawim, kind of a unique word to say, but you said it has a very special meaning. Well,
and yes, good morning, and thank you. Anawim Housing is a unique organization, and maybe you can start with the what the word means.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah,
it's actually a Hebrew word, and comes from our founder from over 30 years ago, and it's actually the word means aid for the poor, and so it really does sum up a little bit of some of the work that we do at Anawim.
All right.
Absolutely.
So what work do you do, and how can you make people more stable in their permanent living?
Well, we actually have a number of different ways that we do that. The first is our development of affordable housing, and we do that here in central Iowa as well as around the state in the creation of affordable housing units, whether it be apartment living to single-family houses, townhomes, and really creating that opportunity for people to have a safe, affordable place to call home. And so creating new or preserving existing as well as managing those properties. And so we do quite a bit of property management for both affordable and market rate living to ensure that there's a solid base of living opportunities for people in need. But I think our most unique thing that we do is really our program and our supportive services.
Well, explain how that works, because you have it set up, and we're talking about living situations. It could be from efficiency units to multi-bedroom homes is what it looks like for you. But how does this all work?
I think what we're able to do, and by targeting a very vulnerable population here, especially in central Iowa, individuals are coming from, in some cases, chronic homelessness, or in a situation where have housing vulnerability. They might lose their home due to circumstances, whether it be issues related to their own mental health, to other substance abuse issues. And so creating an environment for them that is not only creating a permanent housing opportunity, but supportive services around that, connecting them to other resources in the community, both through the things that we're able to provide at Anawim, as well as our other community partners. It really becomes a broader community strategy to really prevent further homelessness for those individuals and try to put them on the path to really turning their life around.
So it's an all-inclusive program is what it sounds like.
We really do a lot of things for these individuals that we're had the opportunity to serve, and really some of the outcomes have been amazing. We see people that are able to really turn their life around. In some cases, be able to create some continuing education opportunities, additional workforce, increase their income as a way to try to get back on their feet. It's really an astounding turnaround.
And how does this all work? 'Cause as you mentioned, there is a great need, unfortunately, here in central Iowa with people that need assistance like this. So do they reach out to you? Are they referred in some way? How does this whole process start so they can be a part of the program?
Well, we're very fortunate to be a part of a broader strategy, especially here in central Iowa and in Polk County specifically, by utilizing a network of resources that our community has come together and established, particularly through a process called centralized intake, where individuals that do have challenges in their housing can be referred to that organization. They can be vetted for as far as their need and determine what their greatest needs are, but particularly related to housing. And then from there can be referred to organizations like Anawim.
Okay.
We happen to be the largest provider of permanent supportive housing really throughout the state, right here in the Des Moines area. And so from there we get opportunities that whether it be an efficiency, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, whatever their individual family or household needs are, put them in a spot that really suits best for them.
I think the most powerful word you're saying here is permanent, because you want this to be a sustained living situation, don't you?
Exactly. So many of these individuals and families have been through such amazing trauma and transition in their life, and so to provide a permanent housing option for them is really critical, and it really comes down to housing them first. Housing first is a major concept from our perspective, and so it's creating that opportunity for them, getting them into a stable living environment environment. So think about what life is like if it was for each of us this morning. We all woke up this morning and got out of bed and came to the studio here, right? It was a pretty easy transition. Wake up, come to work. Well, if you wake up and you're outside every day, that's a difficult way to start your day. And so stabilizing yourself, getting into a permanent place to live, then you can start dealing with other factors that are really impactful in your life, whether that be your own health, mental health, or other issues that may be impacting you.
Russ, this organization has been around since 1987. How many units do you guys manage right now? How many different units are out there?
Well, we've been very fortunate to really grow the number of units and impact that we've had on the community over the last few years. And so we're approaching about the 1,200 mark for the total number of units that we have throughout the state, but most all of those right here in central Iowa, and more than 300 of those are really dedicated to this special population of individuals that need that permanent supportive housing.
Well, hopefully we're educating viewers this morning about this wonderful organization, but is there a way for the community to get involved, or is this all kind of self-included with what the programs are and how this all functions?
You know, there's always ways for people to connect, and we have different events throughout the year and different ways for people to really become connected or learn more. And usually, obviously, one of the best ways to do that is to connect to our website and to learn more about some of the things that we're doing on a daily basis.
Okay, perfect. And we have the information for your website so everyone can learn more and do a little research themselves and hopefully come out to one of your events or connect, as you said, with what's happening in our communities. So AnawimHousing.org, of course, phone number as well, 515-244-8308.
What an amazing program, and so proud that you've been going for more than 3 decades. And we wish you continued success. And if we can help in any way in the future, please let us know.
We thank you very much.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you, Russ.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.